Yes, we are back. Back again in Train Sim World 6. Back again to look at a new route. Yes, it's new route time. This time we are carrying on our adventure north from Milton Keynes, where I got to last time. This is the Lichfield Trent Valley route that goes from Milton Keynes all the way up to Crewe. Going to be doing a full line run this time in one of those, the Class 350 from Milton Keynes all the way to Crewe. You'll find links in the doobly-doo below to where you can get the route. For those of you watching on the YouTubes, you'll find a link down there to the Twitch page where you can watch me live on the Twitchy, and the link down there to the Discord server as well. It's very loud here. Good evening then to Magic Feet, to Trent, to Jammers, to Tiger, to Nigel, to McBone and to Stokey. Yes, last time we ended, we got off of the 153. See what I did there? Here at Milton Keynes, where we came up from Euston, we were a problem. So yes, going to start out here and make our way to Crewe. This is the route. If I can do that, there we go. So Milton Keynes down in the bottom corner. So Milton Keynes, Wolverton, Daventry International. That's a rail freight terminal. Rugby, Nuneaton, Atherstone, Polesworth, which only gets one service a day, so I found out. Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford, Crewe, Basford Hall and Crewe. So that is the plan. I don't know where this train is going, and if we can nab it. Hi Wombat, that's going to Birmingham. That's no good. We can't get that one because it's not going to where we want to be going. I don't think there's anything here that we can nab. I think we might have to go back to the main menu. Also, my 153 that I spawned in could be a bit of a problem. We'll just check there's nothing coming. Let's go over here. The 11:19 to Crewe. That's 12 minutes. That's a long time to wait. We'll go back to the menu and then can show you the routes anyway. Sorry, Colin. Hello there. You could change it Rugby for the Birmingham one. I've gone back to the menu now so we can see things. It's a nice night for a spad or two. You never know. Doing good for a Monday. It's only Monday. It's definitely not Tuesday. Okay. So 697 services. Does rely on a lot of layering. There's a reduced timetable and a full timetable. Of course, we want the full time. Well, as full as it can be. A number of things then. So the main train, the 350 wise, is the 350-4, which goes from Milton Keynes to Crewe. One service in the morning is an hour and 45 minutes. The average runs, though, are about an hour and 36, hour and 37. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to pick one of those going from Milton Keynes north to Crewe, and then see if we can come back somewhere, maybe to Stafford, and then we'll carry on from there tomorrow doing the high-speed stuff. So the 350-4 is your main bread and butter type thing. You've got the 390, which comes as well. Short services between Milton Keynes and Nuneaton, and Milton Keynes and Rugby. So shorter services with that one. Yeah, well, that comes from Crewe, though, doesn't it? We've got to get there first. But thank you, Nigel. You've got the 350-3, which is from Birmingham to Crewe. So they run services from Wolverton and Stafford to Crewe, so a couple of shorter services for those. You've got the 323s if you've got the Glossop line in, so it does rely on layering. So they're shorter services, an ECS movement from Wolverton to Crewe, or short stuff shunting about the place. So you'll see those more moving about. The 150 from Cardiff, again, just an empty stock movement for those. The 350-1 from West Coast Main Line South, shorter services from Crewe to Stafford, so plenty of drivable ones on those. You've got the 158 from Midland Main Line, again empty stock moves, but you'll see them about as AI as well. You've got the Voyager from the Riviera line, Crewe to Stafford. Couple of trips to do in the Voyager, should you be a Voyager fan. 7 stream streak. Hi Sim. You've got the 805 as well, which does Crewe to Stafford, calling at Stafford only. Why did it take an hour and 9 minutes to get from Crewe to Stafford? That can't be right, surely. Milton Keynes to Crewe is an hour and 10 minutes. That's more like it. Milton Keynes to Crewe is an hour and 10 minutes. Calling at Stafford or Rugby. You got the 153 Transport for Wales service, which is one I just spawned in. So empty stock moves, basically. But you can trundle them around the route. You got some freighty stuff. Should freighty be your thing. So a few short freight shunts from Manchester Airport commuter. You can drive a DB cargo service from Rugby to Basford. Another 66. So Rugby to Basford for that one. Or Basford to Milton Keynes. 2 hours, 24 minutes. That's going to be a lot of stopping. And then the 807 from Crewe to Milton Keynes, which is the fast services calling at Crewe only. Calling it Milton Keynes only. So that's non-stop services. So yes, we will do some of the fast stuff. Fast stuff's probably going to be on the next stream. But for now, we will jump in a 350-4 and go from Milton Keynes to Crewe, calling it Rugby, Nuneaton, Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford and Crewe. That is where we will start. Yeah, I've done a couple of short trips on this. Haven't done a full line run yet. From what I've seen, it's quite good. It's quiet. It's not as busy as I thought it was going to be, but it's quite good. Haven't yet spent much time around Crewe, so I don't know how busy it is at the Crewe end. Do we have Trent's permission to stop in his valley? Trent won't mind. Okay. So, reverser into forward. We'll open the window. I'll put the lights on. There we go. So yes, Milton Keynes getting busier, which is good to see. And leaving Milton Keynes going north to Crewe. So lots of stops on the way. So Rugby, Nuneaton, Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley. I'm interested to see at Lichfield Trent Valley. I think we'll hop out there because obviously that's where it links with the Birmingham Cross City. There is a route hop from Milton Keynes to the other route. I've got a video coming out in a couple of weeks' time. I couldn't find it. Oddly, it's not in the same place on both maps, which has confused me. So yeah, we'll hop out of Lichfield Trent Valley because I want to see the Birmingham Cross City because that's the connection there. There's also a connection, or should be, at Stafford to link in with Birmingham to Crewe. Right, so let's get back.
Rugby, Nuneaton, Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford and Crewe.
Okay.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
It's a bit of a trek between stations, but it's real. So 31 miles to Rugby. So it's not a 10-minute hop.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, saved, sorted.
Yes, Sim. So I've got a video coming out in a few weeks' time where I tried to find the route hop and, well, I struggled. And then when you route hop, you end up in a different place than originally. The thing I want to try out, which I probably won't do tonight, as I mentioned on the streams over the weekend, hang on, there we go, is I want to see, I'll probably leave it till next week actually, is if you arrive on a service from Euston, we have a problem, into Milton Keynes, have you got time to get off the train, go to the route hop, get back on the same train to then take it on to Crewe? if you're on a train from Euston or a problem that goes to Crewe. I don't think you will, because if you arrive late, then you route hop, the train you were going to catch won't be there. I might shut that window. There we go. Hello, Connor. So yeah, it's a 30-mile run then to Rugby. I'll do that because lazy. How is one? One is good. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this stream, as I look forward to all the streams. So I've yet to do a 4-line run. I've done Rugby to Milton Keynes. I've done Rugby to Nuneaton. Excuse me. So I'm not going any further than Nuneaton. Glad you're here on a Monday. Absolutely. But yeah, and this isn't a criticism, because we had this same issue when, well, not really an issue, but when West Coast Main Line South released, it wasn't busy. And then Dovetail released a proper full timetable. Although this is a full timetable compared to the reduced one, I don't think it's busy enough. Again, I haven't done the full line run, but we'll see tonight. I said so. 350 services tonight, so we'll get to Crewe. We'll see where we can get back from Crewe. Tomorrow night then, because we do more of it, we will then do the fast services in the 805 and maybe the 390, and then put those to the test, because obviously the advantage of these ones is you stop. If you've just joined, this is the route. So links on with Euston to Milton Keynes down the bottom. That was the thing that I've now missed. Connor, thank you very much for that. That is many of the subs. 5 of them indeed. So yes, it links on to Euston to Milton Keynes. I don't think it's any secret now that we will be getting Crewe to Preston soon. Yes, Kai, bite me, old man. Okay. Mirage, Farmer Trainer, he should have been here yesterday, and Trucker Stefan. We'll do more trucking again soon. Welcome. If should you come back, you won't get adverts, thanks to Connor. I was going to say, yes, so it's no secret that we're going to be getting Crewe to Preston. We've already got Preston to Carlisle, and coming at some point is Carlisle to Whitehaven. The downside is that Crewe to Preston and Preston to Carlisle are both set in the 80s. So you take the 350 to Crewe, and then you've got to do a Back to the Future and rewind the clock a bit to go from Crewe to Preston and Preston to Carlisle. No, thank you, Connor. Very generous of you. But no, I will be doing at some point a full line run. We will start on a stream in Euston, do Euston to Milton Keynes to Crewe, Crewe to Preston, Preston to Carlisle on one stream. Which I'm looking forward to. So yeah, I like the 350. I like it's a stopping service. It is a bit of a trek between stations, but it's real. Oh, absolutely. I bet Nigel can't wait already. Actually had a discussion with Trent last night about doing the whole Steam Play Together thing, where you can allow someone access to play the game on your PC. So I'm toying with doing something with Trenty so that Trent drives the train. I'll do the doors, I'll do the cameras, Trent does the accelerating and stopping on a route at some point. What can possibly go wrong with that? Exactly, there is the Trent fan club, obviously. I know when I'm not wanted, it's fine. So yeah, we will get out at Lichfield Trent Valley because I want to see the connection then to, or show the connection to Birmingham Cross City, and we'll get out at Stafford because then you get the stuff from Birmingham to Crewe coming in at Stafford. So Stafford now should be busy. I'm expecting, and I've done a train watching video on it, I was expecting West Coast Main Line South to get busier. The bit I did wasn't, but I think it will be because there's more stuff now going in. So the 350-4s will now go in, and you'll get the 805s, I think, might go down there. Connor, Lou, there's a name from the past, and the R34 IJMN. There you go. You have been accosted by Connor. Thank you, Connor. You can stop now. So yeah, I'm looking forward to these connections. 807. Yeah, I need to, again, we'll do this week. I think next week we'll go back down south and we'll look at the West Coast Main Line South timetable, and see if we can almost start the journey. Actually, well, continuing my journey theme, depends on where we get to today. Because I'm carrying on from Milton Keynes where we got to last time. Where we end up today, we'll carry on from tomorrow. So really at the end of tomorrow, we need to get back to Milton Keynes so we can then go back from Milton Keynes back down to Euston. There we go. Coping with silence. There you go. Thank you, Connor. You will also no longer see ads. So yeah, really good route. Wasn't sure about it. But having done a couple of little trips in it over the weekend, I really like it. It's actually running quite well as well. Which is quite good. Yeah, Connor. But yeah, I'm just loving the fact that with the route hops now, there's so many connections. And we will have an adventure. It is going to be something we'll do. We know we can get, well, when we get Carlisle, we know we can get from Carlisle down. The thing is, there's mods. Someone's done a modern timetable for Preston to Carlisle. I'm sure that someone will do a modern timetable for Crewe to Preston with these on it. But I don't know what runs. Do these actually... Well, these don't, will they? So what actually runs now between Crewe and Carlisle? So what stuff's actually running on that line? Because these are only going as far as Crewe, aren't they? These don't run all the way up to Carlisle, surely. You heard from a certain person there was an exit. There is, should you wish to take it. Where's the exit? It's over there. So yeah, modern timetables for the win. But it's going to be interesting to have to go back to the 80s. I like it they've set them in the 80s, same as Blackpool branches. So because it's just trains, they're all set in the same era. So I get it. It's the Pendos, the 390s. Oh, okay. Hi, Nico. But from a journey point of view, I'd like to be able to, route hop and it not lose 30 years. Yeah, I don't do the set for life. I've done the normal lottery for this week. Right, anyway, we're 15 miles from Rugby. Euston to Glasgow. Oh, okay. Would they go that way then? Did not go up through Manchester? I don't know where they would go. As me saying it wasn't busy, we have seen a few trains coming the other way. Maybe it's just the time of day that I've been on it previously. So yeah, an hour and 37-minute run. At these speeds is 108 miles end to end, which is the longest route that's been done so far in Train Sim World. And if that's the shape of things to come, great. You've earned a hype chest. Blimey. The current amount of subscribers, thanks to Colin and Barry over the weekend, is the most amount of subscribers I've ever had. I've never seen the figure that high. Thank you, guys. Right. 12 miles to Rugby. Then it's what's after Rugby? It is Nuneaton, then Atherstone, Polesworth, Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley, Rouge Trent Valley, Stafford, Crewe. Many of the crews. I like the fact we got these variations of the 350 now as well. They go via Coventry, Birmingham, Wolverhampton, Stafford, Crewe, Warrington, Wigan, Preston, Lancaster, Penrith, Carlisle, and on to Glasgow. So that's the Coventry into Birmingham. Oh, okay, they're coming that way. I was professional in my YouTube of Lichfield Trent Valley. I think that was the first video I recorded on Saturday morning. They go steadily downhill after that. You wait to get to the 9th one that I recorded on Saturday. They're not quite the same. One of these things is not like the other. Actually, yeah, it must have been the time of day that I was on previously, because we are getting a bit of stuff going the other way. I'm paying no attention to the signals, as always. There is a yellow coming up. I think they get less spaced out after this. I don't know if this is the biggest distance. So 31 miles between Milton Keynes and Rugby. Pendolinos go to Crewe, Warrington on to Preston, and up the West Coast Main Line. Yeah, it's going to be great in the next few weeks if we do get Crewe to Preston. Even if it is set back. So the 80s. So that'll be all loco horde stuff. Or HSTs? HSTs have run up there? I can't remember what was on. What's on? It's been such a long time since I've done Preston to Carlisle. Not a fan of the route because of the step change things. Trains. Thanks, Trent. They miss out Coventry and Birmingham. Is that the Northampton loop then that people are on about wanting in this? So would that be the route that they'll take going from Milton Keynes to Birmingham? They come in via Coventry. Yes, they do, because I've been to Coventry. Because then it goes Coventry, doesn't it go Birmingham International? And then Birmingham New Street. So it's that route, isn't it? Because we were at Birmingham International. No, we were at Coventry, and I think the next stop was Milton Keynes, I want to say. And that meant buying another ticket, so we didn't do it. Although I'm out of touch with my UK train routes. But yeah, I'm loving the fact this is an hour and 37-minute route. We will do at some point that service that Nigel mentions, the once a day that stops at Polesworth. But not tonight, Josephine. That's quite tunnely. We seem to be in a tunnel. Tunnels generally are. They are quite with the darkness. Without Justin Moss's face. There is the light at the end of the tunnel. There we go. No headlights. But they're on. A lot of trains from Northampton to Birmingham all stop at intermediate stations between Coventry and Birmingham. Yeah. Like Birmingham International. So yeah. Lots of little things now. Now we're getting this like connection. Like with Crewe to Preston, Preston to Carlisle, Carlisle to Whitehaven. What we really want next to complete the loop is going to be Carlisle to Glasgow. And then, you know, you'd like to see that Northampton, the alternative route into Birmingham. But things like this, to miss out Birmingham and have that Crewe connection now. And the fact this is the first route, I think, where we've got two connecting stations with in and out on the same service. We will try it to see if we can pull into Milton Keynes in a service, route hop, and then try and get back on that same service to leave again on the other route. Right, brakes are going on. So it was a bit of a 31-mile trek, but didn't take too long. We should get an announcement soon. As we come into Rugby. Hi SMD. Thanks for joining the Discord earlier. You'll regret that. That's one of those things. The more you join in with the Discord, a lot of people join the Discord server. We never hear from them again. The key thing is to jump in with conversations. Just ignore anything that Pat says. Discord's full of weirdos. It is. You say intelligent stuff. No, you don't. That's very rockety, isn't it?
We are now approaching Rugby. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
We went to Rugby the other summer. A big rugby ball outside the station. And we walked to a Wetherspoons. You notice this, look, we're on time as well. See this professionalism? I keep trying to tell you. Look, we were pulling into the station on time.
This is Rugby. Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Crewe. The next stop will be Nuneaton.
Please also note that in the interests of safety, cycling, skateboarding and rollerblading are not permitted anywhere on the station.
Indeed.
Platform 2 for the 0840.
Alright, so here's the route.
Northwestern Railway
So we're currently at
service to Crewe,
number 10.
Nuneaton, Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent
And heading
Valley,
for number 9
Stafford,
next.
and Crewe. The train at platform 2 is the 0842 London North Western Railway service to Crewe, calling at Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley.
So yeah, we will get out of Lichfield Trent Valley. That was the sentence, Connor. 14 miles, and it reckons we're going to do it in
Welcome aboard this London North Western
10,
Railway
11 minutes.
service to Crewe. We'll be calling at Nuneaton, Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford and Crewe.
I think it's only I don't know what year it's set in.
Please
2019.
familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Don't get off at Tamworth. What idiot would get off at Tamworth? Stream's coming up, by the way. Tomorrow night, back with more of this. We're going to do the high-speed stuff tomorrow.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Anyway, there we go. The Eurostar, Connor. The smoothest train ride I've ever been on. Yeah, tomorrow night, more of this. Wednesday night, Church Simulator. A video went out on YouTube yesterday, which is actually going down quite well for a video of mine. Comment today was, it's not as bad as I thought. So Wednesday night is Church Sim. Thursday night is Bus Bound, more multiplayer bus action. Friday night, Chained Together. Me, Trent and Pat are going to be chained together. I know. Saturday night, golfing with Ed. Some multiplayer golf. Ed's going to join us, and then Sunday we're back on the farm. I'm looking forward to Church Sim. There's another game coming up in 2 weeks' time on a Sunday as well that I'm looking forward to streaming. As long as the hay fever's okay. Well, yeah. I did see Crazy Taxi. I actually saw a YouTube video last night to the 25th anniversary version of the Xbox. It's like, really? In green. I bought my Dreamcast just to play Crazy Taxi. Alright, so 11 miles to Nuneaton. Yeah, I'm liking this route. It's like a mixture of like the high-speed stuff and a stopping service. Hopefully that 30-mile jaunt was the longest we've got between the stations. Yeah, I bought a PS5 just to play Gran Turismo. I bought the Wii U just to play Lego City Undercovered. Yeah, this is released tomorrow for those wondering. And based on the short trips I've done in it so far, I can recommend it. So 9.5 miles to Nuneaton. I said eventually it's something I want to do. Oh, that's the Wii. This was the Wii U. I had a Wii. I've got Trent's Wii now in my display cabinet. But yeah, this is the Wii U, the one with the. It's a really the controller had a screen in it. Oh god, that's speeding. Can I send you my Wii? No. I think it's I wouldn't use a Switch. I like the idea of a Switch. I wouldn't use it. I don't game on the Xbox downstairs. I don't game on the PlayStation. Last time the PS5 got turned on is when Trent was here playing The Last of Us. I never used to like the 350. I never used to like any train that had this small window. But I've done so many trips in a 350 now, I actually quite like it. Quite like the audio as well. I normally open the windows, but I think this has got the right level of audio noise. It's quite good. I've done a bit of this in a 390 video coming out in a few weeks, and I quite like the lean. I haven't done the 805 or the 807 yet. I was going to save those for the streams. Alright, 6 miles to Nuneaton. We're due there in 5 minutes. Will we manage to keep on time over an hour and a half route? I love the fact that it's an hour and 37 minutes. It's an hour and 9 minutes in the 807, just stopping once. Why are you eating a nun? Nun on toast. Quite nice. Where are you travelling from to get to Lichfield? Milton Keynes. I can show you the map. There you go. So we've come from Milton Keynes. We are going to Lichfield Trent Valley. And we're eventually on to Crewe. See? Professionalism. You don't doubt me. For now. Yeah, until I'm late arriving at Crewe or I run a red somewhere. I'm looking forward to... Hang on, was it there? Oh, it's going to be interesting. Yeah. Well, yeah, don't expect that, Sim. Because at Crewe, you can't get far enough north to see the APT at the rather disappointing Crewe Heritage Centre. Obviously, when we get Crewe to Preston, that should go past that, shouldn't it? So I wonder if they've modelled the APT. But was it there in the 80s? Probably not. So they haven't got to model it. That's quite sneaky. It's getting a bit misty out there now. God no. When was the APT? 70s? That got blocked by the... Yeah, that got blocked by the mod, Sean, but that's the joy of trains. APT, isn't that some K-pop song? I don't know. I don't do K-pop. Oh, there's brakes. You relive your, well, not youth. I don't know what trains it would have run. It was a 47s, wasn't it, on Preston to Carlisle? So I think it's going to be the same stuff. I don't know what's going to run on Crewe to Preston. I try to remember, I've been to the Crewe Heritage Centre once, went for a day out from here, and was looking forward to going, and we did the whole thing in about 40 minutes, and then dragged Ed all the way back to East Midlands to do some train spotting, and then just shoved him on a train from somewhere near Nottingham. Oh yeah, the HST was out. That's been running 50 years. But I meant the actual APT that they've got at the Crewe Heritage Centre. When we get Crewe to Preston, which is set in the late 80s, would the APT have been there then? All right, we got a green, and in we come into Nuneaton. See that professionalism that slowed down for the red? Short answer is maybe. Yeah, because you can't get far enough north in this. So we'll have to wait an amount of time that I know. But anyway, moving on. Travelling to Preston.
We are now approaching Nuneaton. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
You know the mistake you made there, though, Sean. You took the train. Why would you want to go to Northampton? My family there. Okay, we're 30 seconds late. That's not bad. Well, going to somewhere because you live there is probably a reason. Otherwise, you'd never go home.
Platform 2 for the 0854 London North Western Railway service to Crewe, calling at Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford and Crewe. The train at Platform 2 is the 0854 London North Western Railway service to Crewe, calling at Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford and Crewe. Will passengers intending to travel on this service please join the train now, as it is ready to leave. Platform 2 for the...
Tough. You're not on now. We're going because we're late. Trent's got a valley. He has. Right, Atherstone. See, closer now. 5 miles. Shame it's a bit misty. Yeah, I am liking this route.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Crewe. We'll be calling at Atherstone, Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford and Crewe.
So yeah, it's an hour and 37 minutes in the 350 going from Milton Keynes to Crewe.
Familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Plenty of stops. So there's a connection. If you've got Birmingham Cross City, so 88, so it might be there.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016.
I'm pointing at Pat's name.
Get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
I've never done Didcot, considering it's only half an hour away. What was I going to say? I don't know now. Crewe to Preston set in 86. Oh, damn it. Oh, yeah. Lichfield Trent Valley. That's the connection, if you've got it, to Birmingham Cross City. So we'll get off at Lichfield Trent Valley and see if there's a route hop there, because then the plan in the future is we'll do a trip. We'll come up from Milton Keynes, we'll route hop at Lichfield Trent Valley, do Birmingham Cross City into Birmingham New Street, do Birmingham to Crewe out to Stafford, and then do this route then Stafford back to Lichfield Trent Valley. So do a loop around. See it, say it, sorted. We are being overtaken. We've been overtaken. It's always good when you're on the faster train, you're overtaking the slower trains, you're going, haha. Naughty, naughty, very naughty. It's a long one. We do like a long one. So yeah, so wherever we get to tonight, we will carry on from tomorrow. So ideally, we need to get to somewhere tonight that has got a fast service. So Stafford, potentially. So see if we can get to Crewe and then back to Stafford. What I want to do is not go back into the main menu, if I can. So yeah, with the Thames Valley branches coming soon, because they're on the roadmap in the next 3 months, it's going to be quite interesting. Well, something I will do is try and get the closest point. I don't know if it's still going to be Reading, isn't it? The closest point to here that I can start from, and then we'll do a route hopping adventure. Because we know we can route hop from Paddington to the Bakerloo line, take the Bakerloo line to join in with the West Coast Main Line South. Although there was no route hop. You can't route hop, can you, from West Coast, from the Bakerloo line to anywhere, which is a pain. Late again. Oh yeah, a little bit. It's fine. I'm always late. It's what I do. And we know we got the Richmond extension coming. It's not hard to get on time.
We are now approaching Atherstone. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Can you get a delay replay? First, have you filled out that? Because if you haven't filled out that, we're not interested. So you need to make sure you filled out that first. And it's 15 minutes before you get delay repay. Exactly, get in there. It's a bonus to arrive alive and all that.
This is Atherstone. Welcome aboard the
London North Western Railway service to Crewe, calling at Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford, and
Trent will show you when you do the screen takeover. I messaged Trent last night on that. I remember it being mentioned somewhere that you can have someone like remotely take over your controls. So I thought, I wonder if that would work in Train Sim. So we will try it at some point. Don't know when. I mean, I'm not setting a date. But so like me and Trent in voice. I think he would then see my screen live, and then he would then control the train. So I'll get Trent doing the accelerate and brake, and I'll do the doors. Right, Tamworth is next.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Crewe. We'll be calling at Tamworth, Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford and Crewe.
Yeah, it's definitely...
Please
Hang on.
familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Thank you. Now we're going to get a transport police announcement now. No? Okay. Yeah.
This is
Oh, hang on.
British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Finished now? Yeah, I'm liking the fact this route is a stopping service. Because it's not exactly like 30-mile-an-hour runs, or it's not like the East Coast main line where you've got like 3 stops. There's more stops in this. You've got like a 15-20 minute run between some of the stations, but I like the fact these ones now are only like 6 or so miles apart. So Tamworth, we'll get out at Lichfield Trent Valley and have a look at the changeover point for Birmingham Cross City. Can I do the safety announcement like in Fernbus? You only think I can remember that? Oh God, should we try it? In the seat back pocket in front of you, you'll find our next of kin card. If you kindly fill out the details of your next of kin on that card, we'll know who to contact in the event of your untimely death on this journey. If you also like to fill out any usernames, credit card numbers, PIN numbers, passwords, etc., we'll make use of those as well. For your convenience, we have already ticked the Simpson Stuff life insurance box, and whatever you do, don't read the small print. Can't remember my name some days, but I can remember that. And now get Tony to do it. And now in French? Really? Yeah, no, I wouldn't even know where to start in French. Tony couldn't do that. No. Bonjour. Well, it's not. It's in the seat back pocket in front of you. No. Doing that in French? The Flixbus service always had it bilingual. Well, this is true. Anyway, we're 3 miles from Tamworth. So you've got these intermediate stations here that you're not stopping at. It's like, what services stop there? Stop there? Stop there? Oh, I don't know what accent that was. What services stop there? Should we get off at Tamworth? Trentwood, despite the fact that we told him not to. Where's Trent? He's not here. He got off at Tamworth. For context, we did a meet up in Birmingham. It's for ex-comrade's birthday surprise. The plan was to meet at Stratford upon Avon. So he said to Trent, get the Birmingham Day Ranger, okay, and then get your ticket to Tamworth, because the Birmingham Day Ranger starts at Tamworth. So you get returned to Tamworth, and then you use your Birmingham Day Ranger to do the bit from Tamworth to Birmingham New Street. Then you get on the train out to Stratford upon Avon. Okay, I drive with the ex-comrade from here to Stratford upon Avon. He doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't know what he's doing. I didn't have any nav set because I knew the way. Get there. The other ex-comrade was there to meet us. Then we said what we're doing. I think we booked a hotel. I don't know why booked a hotel to to stay the night. So did 2 days of train bashing around Birmingham. Train pulls in. I was expecting Trent to be on. Didn't say anything because it's supposed to be a surprise. Train leaves. No Trent. Ex-comrade says to me, he got off at Tamworth. Why did he get off at Tamworth? He got confused. He thought rather than just get a return ticket to Tamworth, but then you stay on the train to New Street because you're then covered by the Birmingham Day Ranger, he thought get off at Tamworth. So we're at Stratford-upon-Avon waiting for him. He stood at Tamworth. So we had to then tell him to get the train to Birmingham New Street. We had to go meet him at New Street. That's the level of people I'm working with here. Right. Anyway, Trent's favourite place. Tamworth. Where we are a little bit late.
We are now approaching Tamworth. Please mind the gap when leaving the train.
Did you not draw the route out for him on a crayon?
Before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
That's why meetups are so painful. Someone inevitably drops out. Someone always drops out beforehand. Someone normally drops out the day before. Someone drops out on the day, Colin. Richard's not normally on the day. He's normally the day before we get Richard's excuse. Which is why I'm not doing any more meetups. We have arrived at Tamworth. Does this look familiar, Trent? This is Trent's favourite place. Right next to the multi-storey car park. Right, so what have we got to go? We've got Lichfield Trent Valley, Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford, Crewe and Crewe. So yeah, if you've just joined, it's an hour and 37 minutes from end to end in a 350. Are there 2 levels at Tamworth? Or what's that up there? Is that road or is that rail? Hang on. We can have a look, don't we? Is that just a road? Oh no. There are 2 levels. So what? The Nottingham train. It's Nottingham or Birmingham New Street. Ah, so would that be... So Wilmcote and Birmingham. See, again, this is... You want this other bit then, didn't you? Hang on, we should be going, shouldn't we? Lichfield Trent Valley is next. Yeah, Keith High Level and Keith Low Level. Right, Lichfield Trent Valley. Which does link with Birmingham Cross City. And we still got a fair run to do to Crewe. And I'm interested to see how busy Crewe is now. Stafford should be busier as well. What level of Keith do you prefer? Is high level or is low level? I'm not going to say. Streams coming up, by the way. Tomorrow night, more of this route. We're going to do the high-speed stuff tomorrow. Wednesday night is going to be Church Simulator. The video went out in that yesterday on YouTube. I'm going to be streaming it on Wednesday. Thursday night, some bus bound in multiplayer. The video of the last session went out today on YouTube. Friday night, we've got some chained together. 3 of us this time are going to be chained together. Saturday night, some golfing with idiots. And then Sunday lunchtime, back on the farm. And then next week, on Tuesday, running train. Going to do some more of that. I want to do a nighttime full line run. I want to do something in proper snow as well. And then I think we're pretty much covered running train for a while. Next Wednesday, some Train Sim World 6, where we may be in crew. We'll see. Next Thursday is Rest Area Simulator. Next Friday is something. I would watch the video, Connor, before Wednesday, because it will make more sense then. I'm guessing Michael's working. Occasionally he takes breaks away from us. I think it's Pat. It's totally understandable. It seemed like candle selling simulator. It was a little bit. Is a church you set up on YouTube already there for the stream? Hopefully. Right, so 2.5 miles. So this is another one where the Birmingham Cross City should be above us. Right, braking. Yeah, I think crew is now going to be really busy in this. And that's where it's a shame that the crew to Preston isn't going to be set in the same time. Because you've got that, there'll be that separation then. Because you won't see the trains from there coming in. But it is going to be good to be able to go all the way up, as it were. Right, Lichfield Trent Valley, just down here. We are late, but it doesn't matter.
We are now approaching Lichfield Trent Valley. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to doing the route hop from here at some point on to them Birmingham Cross City. So hopefully we'll be able to find the route hop. I hope there is one. I'd like to think so, because this is they've promoted this connection. Right, stopping.
This is Lichfield Trent Valley. Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Crewe. The next stop will be
Baldy.
Rugeley Trent Valley.
Okay. So the Birmingham Cross City stuff should be up those steps. Ah, I see something up there. Yep, out the way. Yeah, so there's our route hop to Birmingham Cross City. So the 9:18 to Lichfield Trent Valley is on time. So in theory, we should see a train coming in. While we leave our train down there. How does the lift work? Oh, no. Next train to arrive on platform 3 terminates here. I know which way it comes from. Oh, that way. I see a train. Yeah, so you can route hop from here to Birmingham Cross City. Crew passengers are asking where the driver's gone. Right, anyway. We better go back down and carry on our journey. Otherwise we'll never get to Crewe. We're only 3 minutes late. I'm sure we'll make up time.
For your own safety, you are reminded to stand by.
40. Okay. We have to go and check on the Birmingham Cross City. 1 hour 37 may have been optimistic. We're 3 minutes late. Hang on, we've got 2 minutes to do 7 miles.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Crewe. We'll be calling at Rugeley Trent Valley, Stafford and Crewe.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to arrive in Rugeley Trent Valley at 20 past somehow.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
We're going to be a little bit late to Rugeley Trent Valley.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Yes, we'll charge you for the text and then not do anything about it. Right, Rugeley Trent Valley. Then is what, Stafford? Yeah. So number 4, then number 3, then number 2, then number 1. I love the fact that it's a long route. So we won't go back in the main menu at Crewe. We'll see what we can get coming south again and see how far we get, and however far we get, we'll carry on from tomorrow and then try and do one of the fast services tomorrow in the 805 or 807 or the 390. Obviously they'll only stop once between the two, and then it'd be nice if we can get back to Crewe so we can carry on from Crewe next week via a slight diversion to Japan. See, I thought this had connections to Cross City, but it doesn't, does it? London North Western would like to apologise for lack of professionalism in the driver. I'm just, because I can still be professional even if I'm a little bit late. Yes, I can. You can be late and professional. Hang on, red. Also, I'm now going to get stuck behind something because I'm late. I left the train. And? Hey, see? Some would argue that being late is more realistic. No UK train.
Oh, yeah.
That was loud. Unatria. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, no UK trains are on time. I am conscious of that red. Alright, double yellow. We've definitely caught something up that maybe we shouldn't have done if we'd have been on time. And it's now waning. Whose fault's that? Exclamation mark Tiger in chat, please. What do you mean, nope? There you go, thank you. Alright, double yellow again. No, we don't thank you for the dry weather, but it's your fault we get the wet weather. You don't get this whole system, do you? We're not here to praise you. That's a bit rocky. What about you? What about you? Blame you if you like. There you go.
We are now approaching Lichfield Trent Valley. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
So what's the difference between Trent's Rugeley Valley and Trent's Lichfield Valley? The whole of this train isn't going to fit on the platform. That's not my fault. I'm stopping where I told to.
For the 0921 London North Western Railway service to Crewe, calling at Stafford and Crewe.
See,
The train at
that's always my argument,
2
right?
is the
When you get told to move to the front
London
carriages of the
North
train,
Western Railway
either put a
service
shorter
to
train on
Crewe,
so it
calling
fits
at
on all the
Crewe
stations,
only.
or
Passengers
build the platforms
intending
longer.
To travel on this service, please join the train now, as it is ready to leave. Platform 2 for the 0921 London North Western Railway service to Crewe, which is ready to leave. For your safety and comfort, this station operates a no smoking policy.
It does. Don't smoke. You look like an idiot. Right, Stafford is next. This should be busy, hopefully. And people complain trains are too crowded. They do that anyway.
Welcome aboard this London North Western Railway service to Crewe. We'll be calling at Stafford and Crewe.
We will. We're going to be late.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
It is a real struggle now doing a route that doesn't have the announcements. Like, not having announcements on the stations, not having announcements in the trains. You just get to expect it. To the safety notice of a photo of you and say, warning, this is your driver. Professional. Today's professional driver. Look, we might be late, but I haven't killed anybody yet. I haven't run a red yet. Yeah, it does. Nigel likes it, the announcements, because I don't talk. There's another 10-minute train watch coming in a few weeks' time, Nigel. You'll like that. Right, we got a 90. And we got 100, then we got a red. Yeah, I think because we're late, we've caught up with something. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. So maybe a train we should have been ahead of is now ahead of us. How's that? I know, I was trying to think of it in my head. So hang on a minute. If we were early when it caught up with something. Yeah, maybe a train we should have been ahead of. We're not. But nothing overtook us. I don't know. I expect logic. Yeah? Oh God, you imagine that. I'll be getting a passenger satisfaction rating in the coaches thing for ETS2. That's going to be interesting with Dorset's driving. Get rated down every time Dorset gets caught on a gate or a wall or a sign. We're all going to end up in a minus. What? Just stating the facts, Dorset. We got greens again now. So yeah, I love the fact this is an hour and 37-minute route from end to end. We got longer routes, like the Antelope Valley awfulness, but that was at slow speed. This proves that we can get longer routes. 130 stream streak. That's many. Yeah, I'm expecting Stafford to be busy. More of the Trent appreciate. No, what was it? The Trent interest team. Yeah. Mine would be the Steve appreciation dynamic. You couldn't say duo because there's more than, well, yeah, it could be. That's many signals. Getting busy coming into Stafford. There probably is one in there somewhere. Right, 1.4 miles to Stafford. Double yellows. See, this is the bit where, for me, it just doesn't feel busy enough. We saw plenty of stuff on the bit out of Milton Keynes. Alright, round, we got 25, then a 40. Steve's Train Users Performance Index discusses. No one's ever remember that. Steve's Helpful Intelligent Team. Hang on, Steve's Hindering Incompetent Team. More like.
We are now approaching Stafford. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Right, we are arriving at Stafford. Where we're 3 minutes late. We made up a bit of time. I don't know how. Professional driving and all that. There is a red at the end of the platform. Voyager.
Platform 3 for the 09.
So where's that going? So look, where are you going? Manchester Piccadilly. Right, lock doors. It's still red.
Welcome aboard
Green.
this London North Western Railway service to Crewe. We'll be calling at Crewe only.
Right, onwards to Crewe. 24 miles.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
Which no one ever does.
This is British Transport Police. If you notice something out of the ordinary, speak to a member of staff or text us on 61016 and we'll get it sorted. That's 61016. See it, say it, sorted.
Go. It stopped raining, now praise Pat. No. It doesn't work like that. Yay, another train. Don't encourage him. I know. 61016. No. No. Blame for the inconsistent weather. A bit like today then. Rain. Then lovely and sunny this afternoon. Alright, we got temporary speed limit Even though the Voyager, that caught up with us quick, didn't it? Seeing that was in the platform. No, you're not going to get any more praise. I did slow down for 75 a bit early. You should make it rain again. Go on then. Right, a little bit of the speeding up through the temporary speed restriction. So we'll get to crew, and then we'll see if there's another 350 we can take back. It'll probably be this one turning around. It takes a few hours to move stuff about. Sounds like a feeble excuse to me. And we've got another red. Right, that's the end of the temporary speed restriction. Oh no, we've got greens. Right, go. 105 limit. And this thing's got a maximum speed of 110. Clouds are heavy and quite disobedient. A bit like Richard. Obviously this is the same bit of the route that we get from the Birmingham to Crewe. So Stafford to Crewe. So you should see the normal other stuff coming out of Birmingham, which I'm guessing that Voyager would have come out of Birmingham then on its way to Manchester. Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see the West Coast Main Line South. I'm sure when I looked at it, there was a lot of services. If I remember, we'll have a quick look at it at the end of the stream, see how it affects other services with layering. And you might get a few more on the Birmingham to Crewe as well. Although why would you want us? No, because you're only about to take them as far as Stafford. I am loving that this is the same journey we started the stream with.
Oh yeah.
Lucky Luke, 1481. I bet you're not. You can't be lucky all the time. It's impossible. Or you'd just be really annoying. But thanks for the follow. Indeed, I was concerned with a route this long. If it was just the high-speed stuff, I think it would be boring. Because if you're just stopping at Crewe, Stafford, Milton Keynes, I think you'd get bored of it. But I like the distances on these 350 services. And say, will someone do another timetable for this? With more services that potentially run up and down this route as well? You know, can this get busier? We will see. So yeah, we're non-stop now all the way to Crewe. And then there's probably a good chance we'll take the same service back again. Depends if it's just turning around there. I would have thought so. But we'll have a Bit of a look around Crewe, see how busy it is. The pain is with the Crewe to Preston coming, I say, because it's set in the 80s. In theory, in this, we will see those services that are going up towards Carlisle from Crewe. But when we switch to Crewe to Preston, because it's set in the 80s, we won't see them. So I'm sure someone's done a modern timetable for Preston to Carlisle. I'm sure then someone will do a modern timetable for Crewe to Preston. So you will then see these running. I think have I done a video? I might have done a video on the modern timetable for Preston to Carlisle. Wouldn't surprise me. So yeah, so when someone does Crewe to Preston, then that's when this gets interesting for me, because then you could route hop and stick with 390s or whatever. Right, we've got a red. Alright, we're following something again. I reckon it's a train. Well, you never know. Could have a bit of a flood on the tracks ahead. But yeah, this is the bit to me where it doesn't seem busy enough. Would you see more trains on this bit of track? Almost need to compare this to the Birmingham to Crewe. Be a good side-by-side comparison. Again, I am on a pre-release version. There could be a release patch. Right, we've got greens again. So we do the accelerator is 11 miles to Crewe. So we know the fast stuff's going to stop at Stafford. We'll see how far back down we can get. Thing is, I was probably in a chance of making up a little bit of time there as well. We got 10 minutes to do 10 miles. Which 60 miles an hour, doable. But they keep throwing these reds at me. We ain't gonna have any chance. Three, 2, 3. Where the hell was that going? Why was that? Okay. And so that's one of the empty stock moves you can drive. So it seems weird seeing a train coming towards you on the left. No, there was 323 drivable services. And it was an empty stock move. I'm guessing that was that. Or we just caught it at the right time of the day. So yeah, it does rely a lot on layering. So as I keep saying, you know, if you're into the UK stuff, keep all your UK routes installed, because then you get all these layers. I just have every route installed. It's actually running really well as well. It's a very well optimized route. So anyway, this is the first time I've done this bit of this route. I have got the mod in that changes the ballast, so you don't spot the loading in of the track quite so much. Right, unless we get stopped now, I think we're going to arrive on time. I could have just jinxed that, obviously. So what's everyone's thoughts? Anyone watching that's convinced to buy it? It's a route. Yeah, thanks, Trent. It's a good link between Euston, Where a Problem, and Crewe. I like it for that. I like it for the route hopping. I like the 350. And the fact that you then got that link to Birmingham Cross City. So, you know, an interesting thing to do is to go Milton Keynes to Lichfield Trent Valley, route hop to Birmingham Cross City. You then do that into Birmingham, route hop to Birmingham to Crewe, out to Stafford. Either stay on that up to Crewe, come back on this one. The fact that you could just spend a few hours just route hopping. You don't want to know what goes through some of our thoughts. No, probably not. Yeah, I will obviously showcase Crewe to Preston when I can. And then, yeah, it will be a modern timetable for me that will be the thing that will make me do it. That's why I don't do Preston to Carlisle. I don't do, what's the other one? Up that way, the Northern Transpennine. I like the West Coast Main Line South. I think that's going to get... So we will look at the end of this. Someone reminds me. I think that's going to get busier because you're going to get the 350-4 services all the way down there. You're going to get the 805s and the 807s, maybe? They're going to go down there as well. So Euston's going to get busier. Sorry, Euston, we have a problem. It's going to get busier. Yep, thanks, Trent. Steve Brackett. Speak for yourself. Your thoughts are clean. No, they're not. We know what you're thinking about. Yours are very clean. No, they're not. Right, we'll shortly be arriving at Crewe. Nigel's just looking forward to that. Me going, I'll be back tomorrow. Nigel normally looks forward to Monday night when I'm not here. Saturday I'm not here in 2 weeks' time. And I was trying to look on the holiday calendar at work today to see when I can take a week off. Next week? No, not this. Well, not for the next 3 weeks. I like that. Those voices you can hear. People talking in the carriage behind me. And sneezing. Oh. I hear something diesely. Down there. Right, in we go then. Platform 7 at Crewe. It's like the steam train again. No, you can hear that was a 66. That was a 66! Don't... I am sure. Where is it then? It's back there now.
We are now approaching Crewe, our final station. Thank you for travelling with London North Western Railway. Please take all your belongings with you. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
The God mode isn't working in this. Yet. Normally doesn't on pre-release stuff. And Nigel just wants to speed that. We always not watch it live, Nigel, and then watch it back at like 4 times speed. I've got it on Medway. Okay, if I tried it on Medway.
This is Crewe, our final station. Thank you.
For your own safety, you are reminded to stand behind
Right.
the yellow line.
I'm going to go and find that 66. I can't. Because it won't go, let me go any further than that. Really? Hang on. There. Oh, God, no, don't do that. There. That's where it was. It doesn't say it's a 66. Right. Well, that service doesn't go back till 10 past. So I don't think there's going to be anything else going back that way.
For your own safety, you are reminded to stand behind the yellow line.
So the other side's going to be faster stuff, isn't it? Let's have a look.
The next train to arrive at platform 11 will be the 10:02 London Northwestern Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. Calling at
The 10:02 to London Euston.
Liverpool South Parkway, Mossley Hill, and Liverpool Lime Street. Platform 11 for the 10:02
Calling out Stafford.
London Northwestern Railway service to Liverpool
Wolverhampton.
Lime Street.
So we can take that to Stafford. We will do this. We will grab whatever this is, and we can look at that 66 on the way out.
The next train to arrive at platform 1 terminates here.
Right. That isn't there. It is there. I heard a 66. I didn't hear a steam train. I heard a 66. So 10:02. So you've got 5 minutes. Go to Specsavers on your Saturday off and get a hearing check.
10:02 London Northwestern Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street. Calling at Liverpool Lime Street only.
What's around here? Oh yeah, where are you going?
Please do not leave your luggage. Luggage left unattended may be
10:16 to Manchester Piccadilly.
The next train to arrive at platform 1 terminates here.
Right, you've got to wait for our train then. What's the next one to here? Going to Crewe. Well, we're at Crewe. We shall wait for the... Let's go to Fishguard Harbour, the other one. So 10:02 to Euston. See, look
The
at
next train to arrive at platform 3 terminates here.
that's in Wales. Well done. We should wait for the train. So yeah, we'll take us back to Stafford. We'll see what time we get to Stafford. And then hopefully then we'll carry on from Stafford tomorrow. And then we'll take a fast service down to Milton Keynes. Hi, Stu. So an 807, 805 or a 390, depending on what comes in first. We shall see. Train should be here momentarily. So yeah, so soon, I won't say when, but soon we'll be able to leave here going north towards Preston. Oh, we got 158 coming in.
For your safety and comfort, this station operates a no smoking policy.
Where's that come from?
The next train to arrive at platform 5 will be the 10:02 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Calling at Stafford, Wolverhampton, Sandwell and Dudley, Birmingham New Street.
Oh, so this is the Birmingham to Crewe route.
Coventry, and London
So it's Avanti West Coast, so we are going to do a quick one. Whereabouts are we? Crewe.
Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. The next train
Okay.
to arrive at platform
So we will do something quick then back to Stafford. Similar thing. East Midlands trains in Crewe. Yeah. I don't know where it's come from. There's the northern service, I'd expect. The East Midlands.
Platform
I like how my little thing pokes out. You out. Right, reverser into forward. Wait for that to go off again. There we go. So yeah, so this goes to, well, Stafford. So as far as we can take it on this route, which is fine, 20 minutes. My little thing did go away. It pops out all on its own and then pops back in again. We'll see how much of a professional I am tomorrow, as if I can start from Stafford at whatever time it is we get to Stafford today. Look, I started today with the 153 behind me. Did anyone notice? Did anyone notice that level of professionalism? No. I don't know why I bother. I'm late. No, I'm not. You're late. Right, to Stafford. East Midlands trains run from Lincoln to Crewe. I've been to Lincoln. Quite like Lincoln. Cathedral and all that. So again, that's where it's worth having your other routes installed, because if you didn't have your East Midlands installed, you wouldn't see that 158. The pain is we've got no announcements on this, because it's from the Birmingham to Crewe. Right, go. I should do them then. All ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard this train going to Stafford. Our next stop's going to be Stafford. Ah, right, hang on. Yes, it's there. And it wasn't a 66, it's a 47. But I heard something. See? There, on the left. Told you it weren't a 66. That's what it was, see? It's a 37. Fine. Right, let's go. I heard a train though. I might have got the type of train wrong, but I heard a train. Okay, 23 miles to Stafford. Well, at least tomorrow, hopefully, we'll get an 805 or 807 then for the run down. Be hoping for a 69. It's been a while. I need to be a better train weirdo. No, no. There's certain things I remember from my time being a, you know, shackled to a train weirdo. Alright, so these can go a bit quicker now. We've got a 125 limit. We're now holding up everything coming out of Crewe. Yeah, so we'll get to Stafford. We'll then have a look at the timetable for West Coast Main Line South and see how the layering of this affects West Coast Main Line South. There's important work to prove. I heard a train. You were denying that there was a train at all, not the type of train. Bus weirdos make better partners. Trent was, and still is, because he wants to be one, a bus weirdo. Hence the name Trent. First name Trent, surname Barton. No, I didn't mind my time with a train enthusiast. Had some great days out. Learned a lot. Can't tell the difference between a 66 and a 37, but you know, freight wasn't his thing. Okay, we got another red. Oh no, we got greens. We're okay. Turn the volume down. This is loud. So yeah, so technically this is the route from the Crewe to Birmingham, which is why we're going to take it as far as Stafford, because we'd have to route hop then at Stafford to be able to continue this down to Birmingham, but we're not. We'll get off at Stafford and we'll start from Stafford tomorrow. It's weird how reds turn to greens when you pass a green. Yeah. Isn't Tom Scott's video this week something about trains? I don't know if I got a chance to watch that tonight. Well, I don't know where to watch the next episode of Tiptoe. I've got Mock the Week to watch. I've got Last Week Tonight to watch. It's like, really? Too much stuff. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel busy enough to me. Crewe was okay. Bit going in, going out. But it's this. This doesn't feel busy enough. He says with a train coming towards him. I was expecting this to be a bit like West Coast Main Line South. Although that goes quiet when you get north of Watford. So maybe it is. I don't know. We'll see what the critics say when it gets released. I'm sure there'll be lots of negative Steam reviews tomorrow. We're leaning. There is leaning going on. Leaning is happening. Yeah, you might be right there, Nige. Yeah, I might watch that. I might watch Last Week Tonight and then watch Tom Scott. I shall say, actually, Mock the Week will probably be on YouTube, so I might watch Mock the Week tomorrow lunchtime and then save Tiptoe. Right, 12 miles to Crewe. You got too much to watch this evening. I was nearly going to do another video tomorrow on this route. I haven't. There isn't anything tomorrow. You're safe. Streams coming up though. Tomorrow night, more of this. We'll carry on from Stafford and do the high-speed stuff down to Milton Keynes. Wednesday night, Church Simulator. Carrying on from the video that went out on YouTube yesterday. So before Wednesday night, if you haven't already, watch my YouTube video on Church Simulator. There's more of that on Wednesday. Thursday we got some Busbound carrying on in multiplayer. Friday night is more Chained Together. Three of us this time. It was bad enough with two of us last Friday. Three of us on Friday night. Saturday night, some golf in multiplayer. Golfing with Ed. I've given Ed permission to drink on the stream, so that'll go well. And then Sunday we're back on the farm. And then next week, Tuesday night, will be running train. Going to do a nighttime run in that. Going to do some snowy runs in that. And then do another one of the high-speed ones in the diesel, because that sounds good. Next Wednesday night will be Train Sim World 6. And then more stuff the back end of next week. And yeah, I am looking forward to doing a full line run, which I will do. I don't know when, but I reckon a Saturday will probably be a good day to do it. Where I will start at Euston, we are a problem, and we will do a run from Euston to Milton Keynes to Crewe, Crewe to Preston, Preston to Carlisle, all in one stream. I'm tempted. I need to look at the times. I think it might be too much if I did it in 350s, because that's going to take if it's an hour and 40 minutes doing this bit, it's an hour and a bit doing the first bit, and then in the modern timetable I don't know how long it would be from Preston to Crewe to Preston, and then Preston to Carlisle. All day stream? No, because I think it's something I'd probably start about 5. So start about 5 PM. Then just stream late. Couldn't do it on a Friday, wouldn't do it on a Sunday. I think a Saturday night's the ideal time, really. So maybe July. Alright, we got 5 miles to go to Stafford. That's definitely a bit leany now. Need to do that early morning service, stopping at Polesworth. Was that Rugby it starts at? The one service a day that stops there. It'd be funny if you missed the station. Those are the fun ones for the train station bashers out there. Are those stations that get one service a day or one service a week. It's ticking those off, which we did a couple of them. Oh, and I had a few passengers that use it get back. Well, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those odd things, isn't it? Where it's just there as a placeholder, isn't it? Was it Parliamentary Train, whatever it's called? It stops there because it has to. I suppose in a hope that if you know, housing estate gets built around there or whatever, that they'd increase the service. Well, there's the one near Bristol, isn't there, that was going to do last summer. Like, that only gets like an early morning service on a Saturday. That pretty much the only people that are on that service are train weirdos ticking it off. I'm doing good, thanks. I've been out, don't forget, a couple of times I was on the first train into new stations. I did Reading Green Park on the first train in at like 6 AM. And I did, what was the other one? The one in Bristol that opened. I was on the first train in and it was packed full of train weirdos. The Reading Green Park one, they were all laying on the platform taking pictures of the trains and pictures of the station and all getting excited. I got on the next train back to Reading and got a coffee. I got a phone call from the person I was with going, "Where are you?" I went, "In Reading." "Why are you there?" I got bored. I got a train back to Reading. I'm sat having a coffee. Yeah, I'm in Jen on the Moves video for Reading Green Park, looking rather disgruntled. No, you get a badge. I got badges. Or did I bin them all? I might have binned them all. I had badges for the new station names. I sort of get it. At least in the future you can go, "Oh, I was there. I was on the first train into that station." Right, we have arrived at Stafford early. Early. Voyager over there. Don't run the red, don't run the red, don't run the red. Oh, there's everything here. So what we want to do is when we start from here tomorrow is we want to get the 805 or the 807 back to Milton Keynes. No, I was going to make some crude comment then about arriving early, Nigel, but I won't. I will refrain. Right, so that's going to carry on its way to Birmingham via Wolverhampton.
The next train to arrive at platform 3 will be the 10:27 Avanti West Coast service to Holyhead, calling at
So the
Stafford,
10:52 to
Crewe,
Euston, or the 11:14.
Prestonton.
So we've got to be careful then, because if we start here at this time, we might. Is this the station that's got that? Yes, the bit down here that's for oh, what are they called? Network Rail. There's a sign here that says like Network Rail. So the Network Rail offices are here in this corner, I'm guessing.
Please join the train now. Platform 1 for the 10:24 Avanti West Coast service to London Euston.
You do appear in that video like a little teapot. It was like about 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd driven from here to Reading, parked up, got the train into the station, and then had to hang around. Then from there, we got the train to Cardiff, spent a whole day around Cardiff, had to get the train past Swindon, back to Reading, get in the car and drive back to Swindon. Right, anyway, we have arrived here at Stafford. I'll screenshot that so I can remember the time. Let's go back to the main menu then and see how the layering of Milton Keynes to Crewe affects the other routes. So is it going to affect West Coast Main Line South? In theory, that should be busier. Let's have a look. 5,117 services. So we've now got the 805, which you can take from Milton Keynes to London. We've got the 350-4, which you can take from London to Milton Keynes. So that would then be the same train that would carry on up. And you've got the 807 now, which again you can take from Euston Where Problem to Milton Keynes. That's a lot of services now on this route. I'm going to spawn in. Let's just spawn in at Euston for a minute and see if it's busy before we end. Because that's also then another benefit to buying the route, is it makes a difference on other routes. Okay. This could then be a very interesting train watch station if you've got a lot of stuff going in and going out. Yeah, you've got an 805 or 807 coming in there, look. So they wouldn't have appeared. Could this now be the busiest station? Survivor, thank you very much and welcome. Yeah, could that now have made a huge difference to West Coast Main Line South? Your last seen playing House Flipper Remastered. I need to stream that. I've got it, but I haven't streamed it yet. Yeah, could this now be incredibly busy with all those routes? That's just going to be mad. If we're going to get a load of stuff coming in and coming out of here, let's have a look at the map. So relaxing. Yeah, I need to do it. I played House Flipper 2. Yeah, you got more stuff coming in. So that means Milton Keynes should be busier. Let's just jump back to the menu. We didn't really spend much time at Milton Keynes. We'll spend a couple of minutes at Milton Keynes seeing what's coming and going on the new route. This can be relaxing. It can be really stressful. Back to Milton Keynes again. I just wanted to see. Now that's intrigued me. Because we only spawned in there and then left. Crew to Milton Keynes. There's only 697 services, see? Not 5,117. That can't be right. That can't be right. That's more than London Commuter. A lot more than London Commuter. Is it more stressful to play this or watch it? Hey, I haven't run any reds tonight. Okay. Top of some random stairs. Come back! All that way down and nothing here. I should have done. There we go. Well, yeah. I think when we do get back down to Euston Mirror Problem, I think that's going to prove to be very interesting because the amount of services you've got coming in and out of there now. So looking forward to the 805 and 807. And as I say, next week, you never know. We could be going further north than Crewe. We will see. But yeah, when we do get Crewe to Preston and Preston to, then we got Preston to Carlisle, I will certainly then do Euston Mirror Problem to Milton Keynes to Crewe to Crewe to Preston and Preston to Carlisle. Oh, this is busy. We have got stuff coming in.
24 hours CCTV.
This could be a really busy station. That is a train. Well done. They do exist. There's one over there as well. I love that these routes are getting busier and busier. So I will try, probably next week, bringing a route up from Euston to here, route hopping, and then seeing if we can get back on the same train, if that works, and then taking that train on to Crewe. Oh yeah, we got to see this. These are the new ones, look. That is busy. There's something else coming in down here as well. That 350 coming in. Blimey. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Milton Keynes is now busier than it used to be. Not leaving. This should leave soon. Yeah, but you won't see them. Yeah, but the 805 and 807s don't go into Birmingham, though, do they? They come here.
Please be aware that opportunist thieves operate at this station and across the railway network. Do not become a victim of crime. Please also note that in the interests of safety,
the Birmingham to Crewe route, yeah, that won't be affected. There we go. Anyway. Yeah, I like the route. More of that tomorrow, where we will leave Stafford, go back down to Milton Keynes, where we just were, and then see if we can get back to somewhere to carry. Well, what I want to do is get back to Crewe, really, because then if next week we then leave Crewe, we're all good. So that's tomorrow. More trains. Wednesday night, Church Simulator. Yeah. If you haven't already, go and watch the video that went out on YouTube on Sunday. My first look at Church Simulator. Going to carry on with that on Wednesday. Thursday night is more Busbound in multiplayer. Friday night, we've got Chained Together, where there's going to be 3 of us now instead of 2 of us last Friday. That's going to be interesting. Saturday night, some golfing with idiots, and then Sunday lunchtime back on the farm doing the farming type thing. So there we go. Thanks to you lot in chat then for keeping me company throughout that one. More of that tomorrow. And to these people as well that did things, mainly Connor. Thanks to Lucky Luke, Unitria for following. Farmer Trainer, Mirajuki, Bite Me Old Man, Kai, Trucker Stefan, Luby, the 34, Cope with Silence, thanks for the things, thanks to Connor for that, thanks to Survivor for the raid, and thanks to Old Trex for following. He won't appear on the credits because you were too late. I could start him again, but I won't. There we go. I will be back tomorrow night to do more of this from Stafford at roughly the right time, same time, if I remember. Until then, if you have been, thanks very much for watching.
Good night, sleep tight.